Jesus told a story one time about a Pharisee and a tax collector who went to the temple to pray. And so the Pharisee was a religious guy, and so he would have known a lot about God. He would have studied about God, taught about God, maybe debated, and just had a great knowledge and very religious. And the other guy, the tax collector, was known to be the kind of guy that would rob from his own family just to make an extra buck, who wasn't afraid to swindle somebody or take from them, or just kind of what people would consider kind of a low life at the time. And these two guys went to the temple to pray. And so the Pharisee came and he prayed and he said, "God, I thank you that I am not like other people, like robbers and swindlers and adulterers, or even this tax collector. And I don't even just fast once a week, but I fast twice a week. And I give a tenth of everything I have." And the other guy, the tax collector, he stood at a distance and he wouldn't even look up to heaven, but he beat his chest and said, "God, have mercy on me, a sinner." And then Jesus says, which one of these guys left being justified, being right before God, being acceptable to God? And he says, not the Pharisee, but the tax collector. And whoever will exalt himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. As I think about this story, there was a time in my life when it really connected to me. And so if you think about the Pharisee is measuring his life based on other people. Oh, I'm better than them. I'm sure there was times I'm worse than them, but it was all a horizontal comparison, as well as being based on these standards that he had set up. Oh, if I fast, that makes me in good standing with God. Oh, if I give a tenth. And the other guy, the tax collector, he realized it was between him and God. And he realized two things: that before God, he was completely low. There was no way he could ever reach the level of God. There was no way he would ever be sufficient. And the second thing he realized is that God could offer mercy, that God could come and extend himself. God could lower himself and grant him kindness. And so in my life, I came to a place where I realized that. I realized for myself, wow, it's not about am I better than anybody else. It's not about am I living up to some imaginary standard I've created. But between me and God, I realized where I was at and how I could never reach this place where I would be right with God on my own, and that I needed his mercy. And God offers that. When we come to that place that says, I have nothing to offer, I am a sinner, would you give me your mercy? God does that, and he gives us life, he gives us forgiveness. He extends himself in this amazing mercy because God is a God of love. So where are you today? Are you in a place like a Pharisee who is banking on your own ability to be better than others, or to live up to some standard that you have set, and comparing yourself and hoping that that is good enough? Or are you at a place before you and God realizing, I need you. You're my only hope. And in that place, God receives us. You are invited to come into that place, and God will receive you. Where are you today? God bless you.